I got you, brother. Today we are talking about the Eberlestock Mission Medic Pack. Full disclosure, they did send this out to me. I am an affiliate of theirs, and I have also been using my own money to buy their products for about 20 years now. Today's not going to be how to use the stuff inside this bag. I'm just going to show you the features of the bag, show you the specs, and how I packed it. And so let's get you up top, down view, and we'll go over the bag. So here we go. We're going to do a deeper dive into the Mission Medic Pack from Eberlestock. The dimensions on this thing are 20 inches by 12 inches by 5.5 inches. And so we're gonna just dive in. I'm gonna show you everything that I've got going on here and why I did it. I always like to keep gloves handy, so I took one of the bungee ties from the inside that I'll show you in a minute. And I've got my first set of gloves out here. There are elastic loops by this Velcro field here. This is where I keep my needle for chest needle decompressions. I have an Army issue IFAK right here, individual first aid kit, and then I've got an extra tourniquet right here, and that's just on this MOLLE field that's on this pocket. And then right here I have a Benchmade seatbelt cutter. Pretty cool. First pocket will be this lower pocket here, folds open. I've got a couple extra tourniquets in here. I've got an N95 mask just in case, so I like to keep lots of tourniquets. I think I have 5 total in here. And then as stated, there is MOLLE all over this thing. It is loop lined on the back and on the front here. And so let's say you take out one of the components from inside the bag. Well, you can stick it anywhere you want. It'll take some playing around to make sure everything fits right, but I could put a pocket in there. Not a big deal. And I can throw everything back in there and zip it right back up. Then underneath this stuff, you can see that there is a pocket here. So we're going to open this bad boy up. I like how far they fold open too. So this is a admin pouch from their Fade line. I like it so much, I've just been kind of using it everywhere. I throw my stethoscope in there because I don't like it to fall around when I open bags up and stuff like that. So I keep that there. And then of course I have good old Gerber right there. It's actually in a pistol mag, but again with the loop lining. And if you'll notice here, almost everything has these, I don't even know what these are called, but on the edges here, tie down points. And then there's also tie down points in the middle here. So this offers a lot of versatility in the way you pack things. Really, your imagination is the only thing that limits you. That closed up. And then right here in the top, it's about 4 or 5 inches deep. There's a pocket right there for something else. I've not determined if I'm going to put anything in there yet or not, but I have it just in case. The zippers for the main compartment start here and go around this way, so it folds completely open. I keep them right here on the side. That way I know every time I just grab these, and I hope I don't pull my gloves like I just did. And there we are. We've got a lot going on here, so we're going to start going over some of this. Right side, because this is the easiest for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pull away bags. You can use these for whatever you want. I'll go over what's in them in just a minute. I did order some Velcro backed, rubberized kind of name tape type things. I can write on these with a marker. I don't think this is the final way I'm going to pack this bag, so I haven't written on them yet. But Rescue Essentials, I think, is where I got them. But they're nice and big, and the color scheme seemed to match. And I did fail to mention, this bag also comes in multicam. So 5 over here. And then as you can see here, there's some tie down, like laser cut stuff here. All the tie down pieces along each of the edges. It's everywhere in this bag. Real good attention to detail. Everything's removable on both sides. We've got scalpels, I've got nasal airways. You just throw that back on. I can cinch everything down. Mesh type material. I've got like sick call type stuff in here. And so what is sick call type stuff? Bacitracin, Band-Aids, Pepto-Bismol, powdered Tylenol, antiseptic wipes. I think that's all I have in there. So just the little things that you take for granted. Trauma shears. These trauma shears I would rather keep on the outside, but because these are not your typical ones, they don't fit through like I want them to, and the handles are too long. So I'm gonna order some new ones so they fit down in here better. Back to the inside. So as you can see, I've not really found anything to put onto this panel except for my trauma shears so far. On the bottom here, and this is where the other panel that I had that I put into the front pocket, that's where this panel went. These are 2 more pockets from the Fade line. This is the small admin and the small view pouch. As you can see, I keep a flashlight in there. I don't even think I put anything inside of here yet. Nope, nothing inside of there. But then inside of here, all my extra gloves. I got about 20 extra pairs of gloves in there. So everything comes off. Everything's very similar with this loop line back, this ladder system with this webbing, and these tie down points on the edges. The Velcro in here is amazing. The way I've got this laid out right now, as you can see, I don't use these items very often, but when you need them now. So I've got nasal airways and I've got scalpels. In here I've got my sick call type stuff. Hey, your stomach hurts a little bit. Hey, you got some burns or stings or something I can take care of right now, and it makes it easy to take care of you. I've got it right here. I'm gonna figure this one out. Gloves, flashlight. So let's dive into each of these pouches. In this top pouch, open this bad boy up, I've got some triangular bandages. These can be used for so many different things. As you see, a good old Green Army one, and then some civilian type ones. And then I've got a small roll of Coban, a 1-inch roll of tape, and a headlamp. Because one light is not enough, and you may not have both hands to hold the flashlight. Now keep in mind, I don't know if this is going to be permanent. I'm going to make some changes, but in the future I'll have an update on that. In this next pocket, I've got 3 space blankets, like emergency blankets. They're okay, but they're better than nothing, and they're small. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mass casualty marking devices. And then in our next pocket, as you can see, I do like to keep all the zippers in the middle here. Lots of different types of gauze. I've got compressed gauze, S gauze, rolled gauze, Z folded gauze. I've got a couple different types. I've got a couple different sizes. I've got a combi pad. This is what we use on the ambulance where I work. A lot of the agencies around here use these. They work wonderfully. And then here I've got conforming stretch, 1-inch. And then I've got some 2-inch. And I've got some rolled gauze from North American Rescue. All of these do about the same thing. And they all work. You can stop a lot of bleeding with pretty much any of these if you pack it right. And keep in mind too, I come from the military side, as I've already stated. The things that I worry about are probably not the things you're gonna worry about. I worry way too much about trauma, when in reality, you know, when I'm working my typical shift on an ambulance, 99.9% of the time, it's a sick person that we're responding to. But I'm a trauma guy. I love trauma. That's what I deal with. So in here is where I keep all my Israeli dressings. I've got a couple different sizes and a couple different brands. These things are absolutely amazing. They're just trauma dressings is basically what they called. You can search Israeli trauma dressing, emergency trauma dressing, ETD, things like that. So here I have a 6-inch, I think it's a 4-inch, can't tell, 4-inch and a 4-inch. So these things can be used as regular dressings, pressure dressings, and tourniquets in a pinch, and they are absolutely wonderful. When I was deployed, these were like, man, everybody got one of these because they're relatively cheap and they work so dang well. And then down here, I have 2 comprehensive combat dressings, trauma wound dressings, big ones. 12-inch abdominal is what this one's labeled as. They're just big dressings. If you've got an eviscerated bowel, you've got massive burns, whatever else on your back, you can dress it and then put these over the top to protect them. So I've used big ones like this more often than you would think. So I decided to keep them in my bag. Quite simply, that's what I've got in here for now. There's gonna be a few changes that I'm already tracking, but that's how this is packed for now. And so let me get the zip back up and I'll show you the back of the bag. Something a little different here As you can see, there's a zipper here. Eberlestock has a frame that is part of this entire system that this can be mounted to. Mission E-Mod frame is what it's called. I think it runs $249. And these are just to help secure it a little bit better. It zips to it. What a great way to carry some extra gear. And if you go on there and check it out, they also have an assault pack that's like this. So on the back here, there is this pouch here. And inside of here is where I keep my SAM splants. Gotta have SAM splants. This is good for dang near anything. I can take care of brakes, I can take care of a busted neck, all kinds of stuff with a SAM splant. I can make a windshield for my camp stove, so all kinds of cool stuff for there. And then of course you've got your shoulder straps. These are very thin shoulder straps, but they are very useful and very usable. They are vented. They adjust pretty easily. And then they've got a metal buckle here that you will have to secure it just a little bit because really this is made to go on the frame, but it's perfectly doable to take this out just like it is. But I just like to double that over back through the buckle and then tape it down. I'm not a guy that likes straps going everywhere, so I tape everything down anyways. Pretty comfortable, as you can see early part in the video when I was doing all my running around and stuff. It doesn't really bounce or anything, it just kind of sits on your back. It's pretty nice. 500D nylon and then 210D nylon on the lining. So pretty tough stuff. I don't expect that this is going to have any problems keeping up with me. Highly recommend this bag. It is a steal for $249. Absolute steal. And I mentioned earlier, I am an affiliate with Eberlestock. So if you're going to buy an Eberlestock product anyway, like you're already doing it, maybe you already have something in your cart, I would appreciate it if you'd visit my affiliate link in the description of this video or in the channel description on my homepage for my YouTube channel. Costs you nothing extra, but I do get a little bit of a kickback from Eberlestock. And what that does is it helps me make more videos, produce, more ammo to shoot for you guys, all this good stuff so I can put out all these things. None of this is free except when they send me something. But I spend a lot of money trying to get some good videos out and I absolutely love doing this. Last thing, if you appreciate this video, hit that like, subscribe, comment on this video. Let me know if I did a bad job or a good job. Send it to your friends, share the video, whatever else you can do. I would really appreciate the help. Stay tactical.